Last time we tested a Formula 4 car on a legendary circuit of Ahvenisto. This time our travels have taken us to beautiful city of Pärnu in Estonia.
Hello? Hi Frank. Excellent. We'll be there in a second. So Mikko, have you driven a Formula 1 car before?
No, this will be the first time, and definitely I've never driven anything like this before. Maybe a Formula Renault or some Aston Martin racing car is the kind of the fastest car I've been driving in a circuit, but this is going to be something new. But what about you? You've been a Formula 1 engineer for 14 years and you're telling me that you never had a chance to drive this car yourself.
Well, that's true. They never allow us, for good reason, not to drive these cars. So, this is also the first time we're driving an F1 car for me. So, Mikko, what are you expecting from today?
I don't know. I think, this car is definitely the highest level you can have in a circuit racing. And, I just hope it's so high technology and there's so much aerodynamics that I hope that I can get enough feeling of the car, and a little bit feeling from the aerodynamics as well, and then use it in my advance. So I think that's the biggest thing to learn about this car. But what about you? You think you've been telling all the world champions how to drive these cars, but do you think you can even start from the start line and you can move the car and get it starting?
Yeah, I've been telling many drivers how to drive the car, but actually my own driving is going to be a bit difficult, so I hope I can keep it on the black stuff and away from the wall. So if I achieve that, that's already a big achievement for myself.
Although Mikko has driven 162 World Championship rallies, and Ossi has experience from 130 Formula 1 races, they are not allowed straight into the Formula 1 car. The day starts in a classroom, where the basics are taught. Then there are some practice laps with the Formula Renault. If all goes well, they are allowed to drive Formula 1 cars.
So Mikko, now we're going to start practicing with the Formula Renault cars, so what's your feeling?
It's good. We had some instructions, and like always in motorsport, it's kind of a safety first, and we are taking this slowly, the steps forward with these cars. And one thing which they were mentioning all the time is just to remember the brake when the steering is straight and accelerate gently when the steering is straight, and that's the easiest way to make a mistake if you forget that.
Mikko, now we've driven the Formula Renault car a little bit. How was it for you?
It was okay. I enjoyed it, and I think a few weeks ago I had a chance to drive some other kind of Formula car a little bit, but I don't know, was it the track? Because the track I used before was really more narrow, and here we have a big safety area, so I felt more comfortable and had a little bit more confidence to try the limits, but just a little bit. So I felt good, and the car was quite easy to handle on my speed I did, so I was quite happy. How about you?
Well, I have to say that, it's a new experience for me, and especially the brakings. When you get to the braking, you don't know how far to push and everything, and, downshifting, so you're busy there. And the experience is completely different because the car doesn't roll at all. It just turns, and, you don't have any feedback from it like you used to in a street car. So for me, it was a big learning curve.
Yeah, well, that's the same for me when the car doesn't roll like rally cars, for example, do. So it's difficult for me, and it takes time to find the limits where they are. But in any case, of course it's difficult for you. It's not Formula 1 car which you've been engineering, so next one is going to be okay for you.
I hope so. I hope I don't put it in a wall now. So now it's time to go and drive the Formula 1 car.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting to see how much it's different to Formula Renault, and it has what it was 3 times more horsepower as well.
And the same weight.
Yeah, so yeah, a little bit nervous to see how it works.
Good. Let's see if we can keep it on the black stuff.
Yeah, we will. We will. It's incredible machine. I think 5 laps is not enough to get the best out of it, but it's really amazing. So let's now have a look how Ossi's gonna do. So Ossi, how did Formula 1 car feel from the other side of the steering wheel for change?
Incredible experience. I mean, I've been standing outside of these things for a long time, but now actually in a cockpit, I cannot use the potential of the car. It's just incredible. You go in a fast corner, the steering loads up and the downforce you have there, and I can't use the car even halfway.
I think the five laps is not quite enough to get the potential out of it. Kind of it just gives you some tips what it might be, but now we just need more laps and really get the best out of it.
Yeah, but first we need to get fit, because my neck can't take more than 5 laps, because otherwise, you know, I'll be gone. So first training and then more driving.
Well, that we can do.
Excellent. Very nice day.